y'all.
Today we're going to be showing you how to make apple cider vinegar.
Right, we just got peeling all those apples for apple pie filling, and waste not, want not.
Yeah.
And so we're going to show you how we make our homemade apple cider vinegar with all those scraps.
It's super easy, so stay tuned.
Okay, so you want to tell them as we go here what I'm doing?
Yeah. So first things first, we're going to place all of our scraps into this jar.
This is a gallon jar. You can use whatever you have. You can use a pint, a quart, whatever.
Yeah.
We're just using this one. And I'm a bit messy.
This part is a little messy, but
I reckon you could throw these right in here as you go too. I didn't think about that.
And when you're peeling your apples, you should try to make the strips as long as you possibly can, or so that you don't have little floaters at the top.
You'll see what she's talking about here in a minute. Just want to pack that down in there. And we don't use any of like the bruised spots, any of that. We use the cores and we use the peelings. We just give the chickens all the bruised spots, or you can put it in your compost bin if you don't have chickens or whatnot. That's a good way of doing it. Our chickens go bonkers over these scraps, I'll tell you. They love it. Okay, so you want to fill your jar. How far, honey?
3/4 of the way full.
Okay. Get that little noisy thing out of our way. All right, so we got all our scraps in here.
And then for every cup of water you use, you're going to want to use 1 tablespoon of sugar. So we have 6 cups in here. So I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of sugar. Whisk this up.
Just dissolve that sugar right up.
Yep.
And then all you're going to do is you're going to cover your apple scraps. You want to leave about 1 inch space, because he's going to do his little bubbling and fermenting and all that sort of thing. I don't know. I think we usually use these. These are just fermenting weights that we have. And as you see, these little, I don't know if y'all can see that, the little pieces of apple are coming up to the top. You want to get those off of there, because they'll mold on you. One more. If you do see a film come up on this, or some little floaters get to the top and mold, you could just peel that, just scoop it off with a spoon. That's all right.
Yeah.
It's hard to get them all to stay under the water sometimes. That's why she was saying the littler pieces are more difficult, because they like to shimmy their way up.
Yeah.
Okay. All your apples are covered. Now we're going to take you can take a cheesecloth, or you can take a coffee filter, which we're going to use a coffee filter. And you just put that on.
And then place a rubber band around it.
Yep. We're just going to sit him on this little saucer just for precautionary. Not that we typically have any problems, but just in case he overflows, he'll have a little saucer to go into.
Yeah.
So you have him covered. You can just sit him in a cool, dark place for, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Uncover him. And then we'll strain him. And then you can put his actual lid back on him. That's all there is to it. Mm-hmm. It is that simple to make an apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
And I think y'all are going to really enjoy this. It is really good for you. Mm-hmm. It's good for your animals. You can add that when they're having issues or just to keep them healthy. You can add it to their feed or to their water. Yep. We do that with our baby chicks. Yeah. We add apple cider vinegar to our baby chick water when we first get them, just to get them acclimated and, get them a good start. But it's really healthy for you as well. Yeah. As humans, we should be drinking apple cider vinegar, and I know that sounds awful. Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to guzzle a whole bunch of it. Just add a tiny bit to your water. Really good for you, and it helps with all the things that could ail you.
Yeah. And it's also good for if you have a sore throat.
Right. Yeah. Yep. You can gargle with it, or you can just drink it. It's really good for sore throats. Has lots of probiotics in it when you make it yourself. The thing I want to caution you is if your canning recipes call for apple cider vinegar, you should use a store-bought apple cider vinegar, just because we don't know what the pH is on your apple cider vinegar that you make at home unless you want to test it. You could do that, I suppose, and then you'll know that it's at the right pH. Well, as always, guys, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. And keep it simple
and fun. Also, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss any of our fun videos. And share it with your friends.